Welcome back to the last part of World Insight. Now, try to imagine for just one day living without the internet. Many will say, I can do it, but how about a week or even longer? Our final report goes back 20 years before the World Wide Web even existed. For better or for worse, how has the internet changed our everyday lives?
Owning luxury cars, living in a magnificent apartment, buying friends as slaves, gardening, and even biting someone. All these things happen every day, not in real life, but in cyberspace. Since www.kaichin001.com was launched last May, an estimated 30 million users have logged on. This Chinese social networking website has seen incredible growth.
Right before work starts, every day I'll get on it and check it out. I park my cars, buy friends, and vote in some polls.
The story began 20 years ago today with a frustrated 29-year-old programmer who had a passion for order. In March of 1989, physicist Tim Berners-Lee handed a document entitled Information Management, a Proposal, to his supervisor at the European Nuclear Research Organization, CERN. He could not have imagined the forces he would set in motion. The initial idea was to give CERN scientists a single information network on which to share all computer-based information at the laboratory. That work provided the foundation for what would become the World Wide Web, the network of networks that continues to profoundly reshape the way we live our lives.
It's changed through time. For the first few years, it was just a question of persuading people it would be a good idea. Nobody could imagine what the web would be like, and it wasn't very exciting to put stuff on the web because there wasn't very much to link to. So the first few people did it just because they thought it would be a good idea if everybody else did it.
The first 10 years or so of the web was all about connecting computers up. Increasingly, we're connecting up our mobile phones. We're connecting up all kinds of devices, everything from dishwashers to sprinkler systems. Increasingly, lots of aspects of our lives will be connected to the web that aren't just what you do when you're sitting in front of a computer.
Blogging, getting information, or shopping. The internet is a part of daily life. Official statistics put the number of global internet users up to 1.8 billion by 2012, growing 44% from today's numbers. This means a quarter of the global population surfing in cyberspace. The one best thing about the web may be the dissemination of information. The web puts facts and data at the fingertips of everyone connected. Educators have the ultimate encyclopedia. Businesses also benefit hugely from the wealth of information now available. But the web has its dark side. The facility for low-cost, convincing communication that's the essence of the web has caused a boom in cases of fraud. It's even caught the founder of the World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee.
The worst thing that happened to me was when I tried to buy a Christmas present from a company that looked like a bona fide company on the internet, and then actually they were a completely fake company.
Besides fraud, the web has also become a way of spreading pornography. On March the 13th, Austria charged 189 men with downloading and dealing in child pornography from a website that was visited 12 million times in 170 countries before it was shut down. And there are worse things for the generation growing up with the internet. Tim Kretschmer was a 17-year-old boy living with his family in Leutenbach, Germany. He told others in a chat room that he was sick of this life.
You will hear from me tomorrow. Remember the name of a place called Winden.
On March the 11th, using his father's gun, the 17-year-old killed 15 people from his former high school before police shot him dead. No one could understand how this could happen.
Nobody can understand. I feel sorry for the boy. He was a quiet boy, polite, and I didn't think he could do something like this.
Tim was a quiet boy who didn't have many friends. He was good at table tennis and wanted to be a professional player. His only other interest was online games. He was especially good at a bloody shooting interactive game called Counter-Strike.
I think it's because of the system of our society where young people do such things, and in addition to being stimulated by computer games.
If their child retreats more and more, keeps playing at the computer, and no friends come to visit, parents should notice that. I hardly see my child. I only see them at dinner. These are signs parents should notice and realize their child is changing.
Online games form part of the fictitious world the younger generation can live in on the internet. After failing to get into a school or find a job, Zhang Jiawei became obsessed with online games. She was spending about 15 hours playing every day.
When I played online games, I believed that I was a character in the games. I made friends playing internet games that I couldn't make in real life.
They can't sleep, can't concentrate, and are racked by bouts of anxiety or depression. Internet cafes offer a refuge to these teenagers, and some find it hard to leave. Problems caused by internet addiction are on the rise. Still, nothing can stop the rapid development of the internet.
Well, the semantic web is it's really the second generation of Tim Berners-Lee's thinking about what the web could be. The semantic web refers to essentially a web that's designed to let computers speak to computers. A lot of things can happen on the web on behalf of humans.
With every tweet and Facebook poke, the internet web is writing another chapter of the story Berners-Lee started with his 1989 proposal. And no one knows what the ending will be.
The global communications network that we call the World Wide Web has shaken up industries right around the globe, creating enormous wealth and transforming the way that ordinary people live their lives. No matter what the changes are, though, it may be better to use half an hour just to talk face-to-face with family and real friends instead of sitting in front of a computer and living in a fictitious virtual world. Well, that brings us to the end of this program, but as always, if you've got any comments or suggestions, we ask you to step into that virtual world and send us an email to worldinsight@cctv.com. It's been great having you with us, and we'd love to see you again at the same time next week for your insight on World Insight. I'm James Chow in Beijing from all of us here. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.